So what is your name? The nomenclature given to you by your parents?
The one given to me by my mother is Oluwatimileyin Joseph Jolaosho.
Oluwatimileyin Joseph Jolaosho.
So I can speak some Yoruba to you.
Well, don't take it too far.
Okay.
Just it's fine.
Okay, let's get to know you, Timi Jay. How did you start music, and why did you even choose Afrobeat, as your genre of music?
Okay, so the very first person that introduced me to music was my dad. He's a DJ, so whenever I get like new music or like new sound equipment.
Please speak up a bit.
Whenever I get like new sound equipment in the house, like he's always testing his equipment back home. So, me little boy come back from school, I'm just listening to like this selection of music, and he does like old school songs. So that was where I grew. Like,
Is it still a DJ?
He's gone into like other stuff now, but
What was his name?
his name is DJ Jolly J.
DJ Jolly J.
Yes.
I know a Jolly J.
He might be the one.
He might be the
He
one.
might be the one.
Talk after the show.
He might be the one.
He might be the
His
one.
dad.
Might
Oh.
just be the one.
Okay, so why did you choose Afrobeat?
Well, as
So
we
which
all,
Afrobeat are we talking about? Because I heard there's an Afrobeat and there's one with an S.
okay, so the one with the S
Yeah.
is the
Is it contemporary?
origin, is the Fela one that we all know.
Okay.
But Afrobeat without the S is the Afro pop and the ones that everyone is doing now, like Burna Boy.
Which is the
Wizkid,
one you're
and
also doing.
That's the one I'm also doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why did you choose that?
I mean, that's where the money is.
Oh, is it just money or
I mean, it's
passion?
not about money, because the music industry, as we know it, like you need to, in as much as you're going for like your passion, you also need to like make a living of what you do. Yeah. So and the whole world is listening to Afrobeat.
Is it
right
paying
now.
off? Have you started making the money?
Definitely.
Why don't you want to answer?
For security reasons. Okay. In my intro, I said that Afrobeat has somehow, exported Africans and Nigeria to the world. And I'd make reference to, I don't know if it was the opening of the World Cup or one of the days that the matches were going on, and the DJ was playing Rema,
Baby,
Calm Down.
Okay.
And everybody in the stadium were singing like they were singing worship song, And that's beautiful to see, that even though we are not playing in the World Cup, at least we were represented there. And so for you, again, who is in this industry, looking at how Afrobeat has evolved over the years in our Nigerian music industry, for you, how do you see it going so far, especially especially when you look at it, how it preserves our cultural identity as Africans?
I think Afrobeat is one of the biggest export of African culture. And just like you said, Rema Calm Down, we also have a good example, which is CK Love Entity. People outside the country, they gravitate towards African music. And I think that's because our sound, our culture is very unique compared to other people. And a lot of white people, they want to like experience our culture as well. So I think it's still going to get bigger than what it is right now. Yeah, Afrobeat it hasn't gotten to its highest pinnacle. It's still going to like supersede every other music genres that we have out there. And I know everything takes time, because we have people in the music industry that are trying to like build up different levels of what am I going to call it? They're trying to like build different structures that's going to really, really support the foundation of Afrobeat, and it's going to increase the longevity of Afrobeat on the long run.
Okay, I asked you earlier that why did you choose Afrobeat as a genre? Because from the 2000s, when Afrobeat, started getting popular, I could still, name some names. I could still remember some names. But today, we have so many of them, and they are almost sounding alike. So, how do you stand out? What makes you original? What do you do that makes you stand out, that that to be easier for me to know or recognize that, oh, that's Timi Jay?
Okay, so when I started off as a producer. So I made some beats for some artists like Buju known as Benson now. And over time, I pivoted into sound engineering. And one of the things that makes me stand out is my tag. So when you listen to any Afrobeat song, you're going to hear Timi Jay on the track. So as soon as you hear that, you know that this song is from Timi. So that makes me stand out.
But every other Afrobeat musician always have a tag. I'm talking about sound now. You know, of course, yes.
Unique.
Yeah.
What makes you stand out?
Starting
What's your
from
music,
it's
you know?
Don Jazzy again, yeah, you know, from those days, even Ashake, you know, he has his own, you know, but all of you are almost sounding alike.
Yeah,
So
I think
aside the tag, how can I recognize that, okay, that's Timi J, you know, doing his own thing?
Yeah, I think that is because of the attention span of people right now. Everyone's attention span is really, really thin. So it's going to be very difficult to really like differentiate who this is, who that
As long
is.
as it sounds right, we're dancing.
But that's the reason. That's the reason why we have a tag.
Okay.
You know, to let you know that okay, this is Young John, this is Don Jazzy, and that. So that tag is what makes us stand out at the end of the day.
Okay, still talking about Afrobeats now. We cannot just talk about Nigeria alone. It's Africa in general.
Yeah.
And even though South Africa is not in our good books at the moment.
Africa is beefing, no, seriously.
In our good books at the moment. But again, I mean, let's just talk about it. You know, we have Amapiano. I really don't know.
Is that Afrobeat too?
Is it?
No, it's a different
it's not
genre.
It's a different genre.
It's Amapiano on its
It's
own.
Amapiano. Amapiano is Amapiano.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for educating me. Okay, but what I want to talk about is collaboration, because in recent years we have seen Nigerian artists collaborate with other African artists that make beautiful music. I'd like you to also talk about how that is helping the industry.
Collaboration is a very, very big thing. It's one of the things that actually push Afrobeat sounds to like the global audience. One of the biggest collaboration in Afrobeat is Rema and Selena Gomez. And because she has a very, very large audience, she has actually put, especially Nigeria, on the map when it comes to like the global scene. So collaboration is a very, very big thing, even when it comes to like locally. As a producer, a music artist, sound engineer, I strongly advise people to like collaborate on any project. Because a lot of people, they try to like do stuff by themselves, one man army. But in this day and age, I don't think that I don't think that's going to work anymore. Because yeah, you need to no matter how little they are. Like even if you look at credits on songs, you see people that play maybe shakere, like shaker, and they give them credits. You see someone else play just the bass, they give them credit on the song. So like everybody's collaborating, no matter how little. Even if you add just your voice, even if you whisper on a song, you're still a collaborator to that song, and you deserve every credit for it.
Okay, where did you start your career? This your music career? Have you always been in Lagos with your dad?
I was in Lagos for a while, and then I moved to the UK, and then I recently just got back like a few days ago.
Why?
I went to the UK to study audio engineering from School of Audio Engineering in London.
Okay.
So I just got back a few days ago, and I'm like, I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Okay, so what role do you think? Because we've interviewed, a number of artists here, and our dear producer has been bringing them here, So, and one thing I always hear from them is, "Oh, I came from somewhere else to Lagos. I came from somewhere else to Lagos." That was why I asked you this question. Is there a particular role Lagos plays in promoting Afrobeat music?
Yes.
Because you have gone to the abroad, you have come back.
Yes, definitely. Like Lagos it takes me back to the culture. Like when I went to the UK.
Are you Omeko?
I'm Omeko.
Omeko Pataki. Okay, go on.
In the UK, like the culture is very diluted. Like there's so many people from from all parts of the world. But the fact that Lagos is so concentrated, like there's just this unity in Lagos, it helps the music to actually, it helps the promotion of the sound and the culture. So Yes, Lagos has a big role. If you look at people from other part of Lagos, Port Harcourt, Calabar, like other states in Nigeria, I mean, everyone keeps coming back to Lagos because this is where Lagos is like the hub for entertainment. So this topic is quite controversial because some people are always like, you know, you can make it in Port Harcourt as well, you can make it in, but it's not like when you are here with like the stars, Burna Boy, Wizkid, everyone is here, so you can't do it somewhere else. You have to be here with them.
Okay. Oh, true. I mean, Lagos is a place where if you know what you're doing, you're gonna prosper.
Okay, you said you used to arrange. You were a producer too.
Yeah, I started as a producer.
You started as a producer,
and then I moved into a sound engineer.
Okay, now that you're an all-rounder, what comes first for you? Is it the melody? Is it the lyrics? You know, what comes first when you want to make a song?
So when I'm engineering a song, the first thing that comes for me is the emotion of the song.
Emotion.
Yes. Every sound, every melody, every percussion has an emotion to it. And that is the first thing I focus on. What is this song trying to make me feel? Because I'm very cautious on the feeling that a sound gives me. And when I pick that feeling, it can be from the melody, it can be from the percussion. As soon as I tap into that feeling, I dive straight into it. It can be percussion, it can be melody, whatever it is that makes me feel good at that time.
Okay, what about lyrics? Do you write to your songs?
No, I'm not a songwriter.
You're not a songwriter, no. So you have somebody else that writes, or you have other people. So you are the one that just interprets it, or how does it work? Okay,
so in the world of music production, you have the music artist, you have the music producer, you have the sound engineer. Like there's so many lists of people that makes a song come out the way it is. But the three main top roles that people play is music artist, music producer, and sound engineer. Okay. So the music artist comes up with the lyrics, the vibe of the song. The producer comes up with the instrumental. So they are the ones that look for the sound. They are the ones that look for the melody. Oh. You know, they find the instrumentalists. Okay. They come up with the drums. What makes you dance? The producer comes up with that. And the sound engineer, which people don't really talk about. People don't really know that there's a sound engineer. Yeah. The sound engineer is the one that takes what the artist has done and takes what the producer has done and blends it together. So basically, before the song goes to like Spotify, Apple Music, and other DSPs, the sound engineer is the one that polishes the sound and makes it, you know, pleasing for you to enjoy, to listen to. Okay. So when you listen to some songs on your headphone, you hear like a voice on the left headphone, and then it goes to the right headphone, and you know those interesting stuff. That is the sound engineer.
Okay.
So we should be giving them.
Okay.
Every sound engineer deserves credit. Every sound engineer needs to be recognized, because if you listen to the unmixed versions of these songs, you hate them. You wouldn't like them at all.
Oh, okay.
It's the sound engineer that makes sure that the songs are loud, clear, vibe. We add the vibe to the song, basically.
Okay.
So there's something, again, still going back to collaboration now, because one of the things that visuals that was shown earlier, I saw, though I haven't listened to the song, but I just saw, and I'm like, is that Bright Chimezie and Davido? You know, I was looking, you know, but again, so I'd like us to talk about that, still collaboration. We have the older generation of artists and the younger generation, and so again, I know Simi did one with Ebenezer Obey. Is it Ebenezer or Olaya? I don't know. Victor Olaya. I don't know.
Victor Olaya and Two-Face also.
Two-Face. Then we also have Adekunle Gold that did something with Ayefele now and
Ayuba.
And Ayuba. So I'd like us to also. So I'm trying, yeah.
I'm trying.
So I'd like us to also look at that, especially how it is helping the industry progress.
Do you want to take it off?
Yes.
Finally, we can see his eyes.
So yeah, concerning that, I strongly believe in sampling. So what you just mentioned now is called sampling.
Oh.
Yeah. Sampling is taking a song that people have connected emotionally with, and then you re-innovate that song to make something new out of it. Sampling, a lot of people outside the country, they sample a lot. And I think sampling retains the sound. It also retains the culture as well. So Adekunle Gold featuring Ayefele and stuff like that. It just brings people back to like those days where, things were good. It's just the preservation of the culture, because I'm very big on African culture. Anything that I can do to preserve the culture, I'm very big on it. So if some people are against it, some producers, some music consumers are against it.
Why?
Because they feel like you're copying someone's sound, which is quite controversial. But at the end of the day, on the long run, it preserves the Nigerian music. Because I don't know who listens to Ayefele on a random day, but like
he has his fans.
I know he has his fans, but
He
like
has his fans, yeah.
I mean like the Gen Zs, the younger generations.
Your own generation is just a special one. Gen Zs, no.
So I'm talking of, because
breed.
I'm speaking for the Gen Zs as well.
Yeah.
I don't know any Gen Zs that just wake up to like, wants to listen to the older generations. But if Adekunle Gold samples that and he puts it on a song, it also reflects on Ayefele as well. So I think overall it's a good thing.
Talking about Gen Zs being a special breed, not until recently did I just got that conclusion, because it was their own generation that will ever insult Abamieda, Fela Anikulapo Kuti, and if there was no Fela, there won't be any Afrobeat today. So I want to find out if Fela's Afrobeats, played any role or played a major role in what we have today called Afrobeat, whether you like it or not. Me, I already have my own answer, but talk as Gen Z.
Definitely, Fela pivoted the way for Afrobeats. He paved the way for Afrobeats. So every song evolved from Fela's Afrobeats. Every music you hear right now, because Afrobeats also has like some elements of like jazz and some, other genres incorporated in it as well, and that has like trickled down into like Afrobeats that we have today. So yeah, definitely every song was pioneered from Afrobeats. Yeah, Fela just opened the way for everyone.
Thank God, one Gen Z is finally recognizing this man. Thank God. So, as a music producer, a musician, and Afrobeats singer, how long does it take to come up, with a song? I'm not talking about an album right now. I'm talking about just one. Single, yeah.
Okay, it depends on how far you want the single to go.
What does that mean?
If you just want to like put it on DSPs and just forget it there, you can just rush that and just put it out. But if you actually want the song to like really go far, like you want people to listen to it on, top 100.
I'm learning different things every day.
The preparation is.
So you just drop some songs just because you know within you that this one will soon fade away.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
So there's a lot that goes into like the creation of a song, from the coming up with the lyrics, the composition, the beats, the sound engineering, the visuals as well. There's a lot that comes. the music, even the music video directors, like they even have a whole section of process and crews.
So roughly, how long does it take?
So I've been working on this project with Kiss Daniel, and it's taking roughly like, we've been on it for like months for a song to come out.
Just one song.
Yeah. There's always revision, correction, change this, change that, rearrange. If you want your song, like I said, if you want your song to go far, it takes time. But if you just want to put it on SoundCloud or AudioMac or Boomplay, you can just maybe 2 days, 3.
2 days, 3 days.
3
You
days,
don't just put it down there.
some people even download beats online and they just freestyle on
Don't
it and
freestyle
just
on it.
post it online.
That's true.
Those songs they might not do well. Don't let me say they won't do well. They might not do well.
They might not last. Let's
Yeah.
leave it. Let's play safe that way.
But if you prepare, like I said, you know, everything is intentional.
I'm still trying to get to know you. I'm trying, I'm trying
We
to
will know you.
unveil him completely. As an Afrobeat musician, what motivates you? What inspires you?
Sound engineer.
Yeah,
He's a
okay,
sound engineer.
Okay, yeah, sound engineer.
Afrobeat sound engineer.
Okay, Afrobeat sound engineer.
He doesn't sing, right?
You're correct.
You don't sing.
He's behind the scene.
Oh, behind the
Engineer,
scene. Oh, why did I
yeah.
think you were a singer? Anyway, whatever you do, what inspires you? What motivates you to do whatever you do?
My biggest motivation is my family, my parents. Like they've been like very, very supportive right from time, and I just give them that credit. And the culture, Nigerian culture, I want people to experience what we are enjoying in this country.
Okay.
I know the economy and the government, they have their own, whatever they're doing, but like the people, the average Nigerian, like I want other people, everybody outside the world to also like experience that culture. And I'm doing that through my music. You know, I just want people to bring more people into our country because this country deserves that limelight. So that's one of the things that drives me.
Speaking about limelight, let's look at how social media has also helped the industry, you know, in pushing us out there to the world.
So what was the question?
I said, speaking about limelight, let's talk about how social media has also helped, you know, has helped musicians, has helped people like you push your job out to the world.
Social media, there's no two ways about it. We all know it's a good thing that has happened to us. It's one of the best things that has happened to us, actually. When it comes to TikTok, TikTok is one of the fastest platform for a music artist, really anybody to put themselves out there. Instagram has done a lot as well. I built my brand on Instagram, and trust me, it actually Instagram is actually the platform that made me, you know, go study out of Nigeria, and I worked with like people all over the world. So without social media, we are going to be really, really laid back. Like it's going to like set us back way. And it also has this disadvantage as well, because people, whatever you go viral with, people expect you to continue doing that, and that might not really be your personality. And you know, it just creates more issues on the long run. So I always advise people, if you want to put yourself out there on social media, put your real self out there. So at the end of the day, you are not like faking anything. You are just yourself, and it makes the work easier. But if you go viral with the wrong thing,
You have to sustain it.
you have to sustain it to make, and eventually you just have some mental breakdown, and that's the disadvantage.
Okay, still talking about the disadvantages, piracy and copyright, you know, they remain major concerns. How does it really affect musicians?
Piracy is a big issue in Africa, not just Nigeria. Piracy, all over the world, piracy is a big issue. And there are companies that actually like put some structures in place to deal with piracy. But when it comes to like digital products like music and
How
PDFs,
do you protect them?
and really there's really no way to protect it. You can. So what they do is you can place yourself before the piracy, right? You can milk out whatever that digital asset has to offer before the piracy comes in.
Is this one of your works? The one we saw earlier?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so you can put your song on Apple Music, Spotify, and earn royalties and publishing on it before people start downloading it and sharing it locally. But there's really no, I haven't found any way to fully solve piracy. Yeah, it's always going to be an issue. Even in the movie industries, Funke Akindele comes out with a new movie and you have people like pirating it here and there. So it's a big issue.
Okay, as a sound engineer, are music streaming platforms, you think they are paying musicians, fairly enough?
In Africa, no.
Why?
One of the biggest reasons why people complain about royalties in Africa is the fact that our consumers, they use a lot of, they use the free platforms rather than the premium platforms. So like Spotify has a free version and they have the premium version. Outside the country, a lot of people subscribe for the premium version. So Spotify has the funds to actually pay artists. But in Africa, a lot of people use the free version, and that's one of the things that affects the payout. But we see music artists collaborating with other record labels outside the country, so they can bypass this. So you have other record labels. There's one called Empire.
You can't advertise.
Oh, okay. There's other record labels out there that they bypass this shortcoming.
So for a young person who is watching us now and desires, to tread this line, what advice would you have for that young person? Because again, listening to you, you went to study. So you are not just relying on talent. You are dutiful at what you do. Talent and passion. And you've talked, everything you have said, you want to preserve the culture, which speaks very well of you. And so for, especially the Gen Z generation now, for a young person who wants to be like you, what advice would you have for him as we close?
The very first advice I would have for any young person is to always put God first. Like, there's nothing you can do without God, and honestly, I didn't do all of this by myself because my background is, I wasn't born with a silver spoon. My background is, I came from like the trenches. So like, put God first and be focused. Distraction is, don't get distracted with the flashy stuff. Always focus on what you want to do and have a mentor. When I started, I didn't have a mentor, so I had to like experience.
We had someone who supported you, who you could look up to. Your dad.
Well, my dad actually, he was a DJ.
Because a lot of upcoming artists, usually don't get that family support. But it was easier for you because you had your dad, there for you, who understood what you were going into.
Yeah. I had a lot of people. Their parents don't really see music as something that is like a profession, but my parents were different. So, and back to your question. Have a mentor and spend more time learning than actually just spend more time learning, experimenting than just messing around with. Delving into like different aspects that does not fit into what you want to do. So for instance, as a sound engineer, I spent more time in the studio. I spent more time, spent a couple of times going to like the club just to familiarize myself with the sound. I go to church as well. I also like engineered in the church sound system too. So spending more time in that field is actually going to help you than doing, something else. You want to be a sound engineer, you are going to like, I don't know, somewhere else, the football pitch or something. It's not in line, So actually worked in a studio in, I don't know if you know Florica.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know. She knows because she's a
You know,
music person. Yeah.
The guy that sang Kabiyesi Oluorun, I have come to give it to
Okay,
Ali.
I know the song.
Yeah. Actually interned at his studio for a couple of hours.
Oh.
And he showed me like a lot of stuff. So I bypassed that experimental stage of just messing around with things, and that kickstarted my journey. Yeah.
Okay, just before we go, since we're talking about exploring the world of Afrobeat music, where do you see Afrobeat in the next 10 years? You see it
In the next 10 years, global.
global.
Yeah,
It's
like,
already global.
I mean, more global, like
What?
out of space, like
Out of space.
over the moon.
Yes, so don't be surprised when some astronauts get to the moon and say they can hear Whiskey or Burna Boy there. The Afrobeat sound engineer. I don't know why my producer put musician there. Is the one that confused me. You know, we've been talking about exploring the world of Afrobeat music. Afrobeat has grown beyond entertainment, and according to him, we might hear Afrobeat in the moon. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back after this short break.